Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're returning to Grixis Death Shadow. It's been quite some time since I've played a Death Shadow list, but we've got a new toy with Ledger Shredder, and I'm excited to give it a try. Um, Not sure how much to say about Death Shadow. It's been a part of the modern format for quite some time now, and it continues to get new toys, new cards added to it. Darcy and Ragavan with Unholy Heat, Ledger Shredder, the newest edition, Drown in the Loch, Expressive Iteration, Kroxa, so many new cards in this list. It's so exciting. So let's take it into the queue and have some fun. All right. Yeah, sure. This is fine. But how do they play Chalice on one on turn one? Oh shit! Sorry to hear that, buddy. That's no fun. Well, best of luck. I hope you find it. I was wondering what could be $500. That's not enough for a dual land, but a lot more than most anything else. Oh, well, I guess we'll get rid of Magus of the Moon. Yeah. Blood Crypt. Mishra's Bauble, huh? Cast that. Opponent knows about all the cards except for Mishra's Bauble. I think we'll just play the Bloodstained Mire here. And actually, with Mire, we might even want to Bauble ourselves. But I probably don't want to do it during our turn. We probably want to do it during the opponent's turn so that we don't give them an extra card to Thoughtseize away. Different arts on your Blood Crypts? What kind of savage am I playing with? Kroxa on top. That's a good one. Only swamp is already in our hand. Alright, what do you ditch? Lightning Bolt or Fury? Ditches the Fury. Alright, that's it for our turn. Let's pass back. We can escape the Kroxa next turn. Alright, here we go. Lightning Bolt or Unknown? They ditch the Lightning Bolt, so all they have left is one unknown card. Probably Fatal Push. Voidwalker resolves. They have nothing left. This seems like a really, really good position for us. Like, really good. Alright, they need Damnation. Alright, so playing against Rakdos. Let's see here. They got Chalice, Explosives, Spellbomb, Voidwalker, Dreadbore, Tourach, Hitsugu, Culligan's Command, and Liliana the Veil out of the sideboard. Cool looking deck. Oh, they're playing Undying Evil and Malakir Rebirth. I better not. Do I want Dress Down? They've got Fury and Grief. And it's good with our shadows. No black mana. Only one land. Oh, way worse. Mulligan into Oblivion. Yep. Our hand is going to get torn to pieces here. So they take the Unholy Heat, and then Undying Evil on the Grief. Comes back as a 4/3. And they get to take Ragavan or Iteration here. Probably have a removal spell for the Ragavan. Okay, Fatal Push, so we can get rid of this. That's good. That's really good. Because they put a lot of effort into putting this onto the battlefield. So being able to take it off the battlefield is a pretty big deal. Oh, they got Ragavan with Dash. That's what we're going to be doing on our turn. But they're going to have a treasure, so maybe they can, like, kill our Ragavan or something. Oh, they get our Bauble? Ah, just a free card draw for them. I'm already a bunch of cards behind for my double mulligan. Alright, alright. Jeez, now they're up to 5 cards. Their Ragavan stealing our Bauble was really good for them. What do you got? Come on. Show me what you got. Oh, they're just going to cast the Ragavan. I see. No, the Bauble, they just got to draw a free card. That's really good for them. If I wait till attacks, they can bring it back. That's a problem. That's an answer. I'm just wondering if I dash the Ragavan. I'm wondering, like, do they block if I dash Rag? Because they're really cutting us off of mana, but the treasures are going to be really clutch. So if I dash the Ragavan, will they block? That's true as well. That's the other thing I was considering. All right. I mean, they're not going to have ephemerate, but I know what you mean. They have things that act a little bit like ephemerate, just not quite as good. I think I want to throw off the heat now so that if I draw a 2-drop, I'm able to play it. I'm going to throw off the heat, end of their turn. Oh man, with that 1 mana up, if they have Undying Evil here, I'm going to feel like such a fool. Of course they do. Now they have a 3/3 Magus of the Moon. Another Dreadbore. Opponent with all the removal. Should have killed that Magus while I had a chance on my turn when they were tapped out. Magus of the Moon single-handedly. No, not single-handedly. I mean, Grief Undying Evil was pretty good. I mean, I did explain my thinking, right? I wanted the 2 mana during my turn so that I could cast a 2 mana spell if I drew it. Frustrating. Okay, so I don't understand how it's the same thing, right? Like, I have 2 mana, so I use 1 mana on their turn, I untap 2 lands, and I have 2 mana on my turn, or I cast the spell on my turn, and then I only have 1 land left, so I'm not able to cast a 2-drop. Oh, well, yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking about doing, but people in chat were like, wait, wait, wait. I was saying like would have been way better if I had done it during my turn previously. Yeah, of course. All right. I can feel like I'm getting a little bit frustrated here. Sorry, friends. I'm just gonna take a moment here to be chill. We're gonna get right back into it. Yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying now, Project Dre, and that was definitely the better thing to do. Hey, thanks, friend. I'll be playing some more Pauper again next week. Not sure what I'm going to be playing, but always love being able to play that format. Hey, well, that's the perfect pairing because that's what I play too. Yeah, exactly. Seems like it should be a good hand. All right. Think we leave the Mishra's Bauble in hand for Ledger Shredder next turn? Or they'll just tear our hand to pieces again. Well, it is costly for them to do this. So if we can find a removal spell for the Grief, we're right back in it. There's Rebirth. And bye-bye Ledger Shredder. Alright, well, we do have 3 cards there. Oh, we got Fetch Fatal Push. Oh, that's so lucky. This is the second time that's happened, where we've just top decked the perfect card after a Grief Rebirth or Grief Undying Evil. That's ridiculous. Mishra's Bauble. Fatal Push. Keep Push on top. Get Grief out of there. And attack for 3. Not bad. How do they still have 5 cards in hand? Okay. Because they don't have any lands, that's how. I'm going to end step, play this Stress Down as a cantrip. Kind of want to wait on this Thoughtseize so that I have the opportunity on the opponent's turn to crack Mishra's Bauble and Fatal Push a thing. Okay, Ragavan on top. There's Ragavan. Kill it with Fatal Push. Thinking I might want to just draw a card with Soul Guide Lantern right now. It uses my mana, and I just, like, I need stuff. And things. I need stuff and things. Spells and lands. Okay, okay. No, I can live with this. Dash Ragavan, play Darcy. Now let's see what we flip first. Voidwalker. Okay, that's not castable currently, so let's just go ahead and play Darcy. Pass back. Opponent's still stuck on one land, it looks like. Ooh, Fury, though. Okay, we got the Kroxa. We'll do that. Now, there's the first one. Thinking I'm actually going to get rid of the Terminate. So they don't have an answer to our Kroxa. Thanks for the follow, friend. And I think I also leave the land right where it is. Since I want a higher odds of drawing a land off the top, it would be better not to take a land out of the deck. It worked. Our plan worked. Alright, so we have double red and a single black. So we can get Watery Grave and Swamp? Yeah, we should get Swamp, because they play, like, Blood Moon stuff. Red, red, black, black. Okay. I mean, yep, Season Pyro, if they draw a land, is pretty good. If they don't draw a land, I win the game. I win. Hold up the Drowned instead of putting the Jegantha into hand, and they scoop. Alright, yeah, we're on the play. This looks like a fine hand to keep. Let's go. Blood Crypt first. Play Darcy, pass. Alright, Windswept Heath. Into basic planes. What have you got? This has got to be, ending, right? No. Okay, we're playing something fancy. Something special. Ledger Shredder would be so cool right now. Play the Mishra's Bauble. So we're going to have land artifact. Alright, well, let's start out with play land, play Bauble. Another land. Target ourselves. Fetch land on top. Let's get rid of that. Actually, that wouldn't have been too bad. We want an iteration next turn anyway. What do I want here? Watery Grave? Still only 2 card types, so I think we just pass. Hold up Drown in the Loch. No attack. Well, okay, I like it. Start with an iteration. Path to Exile, okay. Let's go get... let's get Swamp. Unholy Heat. Okay. I actually want all these things, so I think I'm going to Shredder to hand, Channeler in Exile, then I got Polluted Delta here to cast the Channeler. What is this? If you would create one or more tokens, you may instead create that many 2/2 green cat tokens with haste or that many 3/1 green dog creatures with vigilance. This deck loses a lot of life. Should think about running Death Shadow. Oh, damn, Muck Police. You're a genius. I'm gonna get that set up. Enchantress? I haven't seen a list that I really loved. I could probably find something though. I'll add it to the list. If I find a list I like, I'll grab it. Working on Naya food? Cool, cool. There's got to be some reason for it, right? Alright, so I'm going to want to go Ledger Shredder, Unholy Heat, kill this. And then we get to hold up Fatal Push. Another one. Okay. We'll have to kill that one too. Ooh, that's interesting. So we could Kroxa, then Fatal Push this? Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Moto is the place. It's just so convenient to be able to play Magic, you know? Ah, we gotta leave that on top. Yeah, I mean, paper. I was playing paper for a very long time. What is this? Exile target card from a graveyard. They get rid of my Kroxa. Target player creates 2 squirrels. You get both? Or just one? It's modal. I get both. Oh, I see. Choose 2. Okay. So I was just seeing part of the card. That seems like a really cool card. First time I've seen it played. I mean, I would definitely recommend rental services if you're looking to play on Moto. I used Card Hoarder for a year before I got sponsored. Highly recommend it. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, that's fine. Um, Hand, bottom, exile. Thanks for that, Chuck. Probably a good idea to wear pants if you're going to be streaming content, but if you're not streaming content, I mean, don't worry about it. All right, I guess I just got. I think I should have played Mishra's Bauble first, checked what their top card was, so I would know, like, oh, hey, I'm about to get killed by some sort of. What do they got? Raise the alarm? Okay, that's not too bad. We should have this. Exactly, Shauna. Pants check. Are you wearing clothes? Alright. I guess Engineered Explosive seems really good against a token deck. Oh, yeah, that's right, too. Yep. I like Tourach as well. I think a lot of our removal is actually kind of poor. Then again, they do have one really important thing to kill, at least one thing. Maybe I take out some of the hand disruption? Oh yeah, the Ragavans actually seem awful, you're right. Like, the removal spells aren't very good versus their tokens, but they have that creature we were looking at earlier, Ginny Fey, I guess, that we're absolutely going to want to kill every time it hits the board. Very likely to have Leyline. What could we replace our hand disruption with if we want to play around Leyline? Can maybe bring in Spell Pierce? I guess. Because that's a lot of cards. Alright, let's go. Single land in this hand. We're still going to keep it, though. Go for a Blood Crypt. No turn one play from the opponent. And we draw land right off the top, just like that. Let's cast the Mishra's Bauble, get the Surveil. Mana Tide, let's go. Another land. Do we want a third land? I mean, eventually we will. Leave it on top, I guess. And we don't have to worry about them with any kind of like discard shenanigans, so let's go ahead and see what their top card is. Windswept Teeth, pass back. Rest in peace. Pretty good against Dragon Rage Channeler. Pretty good against a lot of stuff that I got. Beats up on Kroxa, that's for sure. I think we go Fetch, Shock, Thoughtseize, Shadow. And I wanted Watery Grave here. Ledger Shredder can stay on top. Path, gather the townsfolk. So I guess I get rid of one of their paths. I could just get rid of gather the townsfolk and just leave them with removal. And then I've got like tons of threats here, right? I got Darcy, Shadow, Ledger Shredder. Alright. Pair of 1/1s. Look at my Mons Goblin Raiders. Ledger Shredder. Fetch Shock. Hey, Dinosaur the Third. Good morning. Think I've seen you on Dingo streams, right? Let's just get rid of this Drown in the Loch. Yeah, I know you're going to Path. Maybe we get rid of the Kroxa? I think Kroxa is a little bit better than Drown. Oh, good to see you. Oh, they're going to Path to exile the Ledger Shredder. Okay. Yeah, I'll fetch up a Swamp, I guess. Well, yeah, that was my thinking. It's at least 2 mana, they discard a card. Oh, explosives would be nice. Lingering Souls. But only half. Another Ledger Shredder? Yes, please. Speak of the devil. Now, the funny thing is, would it actually be better just to use Engineered Explosives to clear their tokens out of the way next turn? We'll see what they play, but I'm kind of thinking that we're just going to clear out their blockers. Maybe they'll just scoop here. No, we're going to keep playing. Wrath of God. Okay. I played that card in Standard. Iteration, that's a card. Cool. Hand, bottom, exile. Your turn, opponent. Good enough, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I drop at 03. It's, how I do. I guess we might as well bauble them first, see what their top card is, get a little bit more information for the Thoughtseize. Yeah, yeah, that is exactly what it was. One more league. I mean, personally, I just don't see a lot of value in trying to play for a 2-3 when I'm already 0-3 behind. I have to win 2 in a row to get $5, and a single loss means I'm going to get nothing. So I'd rather just restart and go from there. What do you got on top, opponent? All right, chat. So you're playing in paper. Your opponent plays Mishra's Bauble and targets you. How is the top card revealed? Do you reveal the top card to your opponent, or do you let the opponent reach over and take a peek, or some other method? I mean, those kind of seem like the only two to me, but maybe some of you have a really spectacular imagination. Yeah, same. I prefer to lift my top card to show them. They have a Mishra's Bauble on top. Okay. Dinosaur, you lift it up as well for them. Cool, cool, cool. Let's start with Blood Crypt into Thoughtseize. Okay. So they got a ton of removal. We got removal, so I'm going to want to leave their Darcy. I think we just take the Consider. All right, we got a lot of lifters. All right. Kind of expecting them to play the Darcy here. Flooded Strand and Darcy. Okay. And Mishra's Bauble. Good point. Very good point. I have barely played any paper since COVID, so I didn't even think of that. Mountain. All right, let's play Watery Grave untapped. Play Darcy, and then Fatal Push their Darcy. Land on top. I think we can ditch that. And it looks like we've already got Delirium. Not that that matters much, because they've got 2 spells in hand. They can easily take care of our Darcy. Okay, there goes Unholy Heat and Island. We draw Dragon Rage Channeler. So we can either play Darcy into their Bolt, or we can put Jegantha into hand, which, I think I'm going to get that Bolt out of their hand. If they had red untapped there, I might have made a different decision, but it is what it is. Okay, so we only know about 1 card left in hand. All right, let's start with Iteration. No counterspell? Nice. Turn 4, we haven't played a land, so we can actually play Ledger Shredder this turn. Sweet. And this will get us down into shadow range. I guess we'll get Steam Vents. No counterspell. Ooh, Snapcaster Mage. Snap that bolt. Or the heat. Either one works. The heat actually, yeah, the bolt doesn't work because of the connive. The Unholy Heat still works. A lot of black cards in our hand here. Not a lot of black mana. Definitely would have been funny if they grabbed the lightning bolt with the Snapcaster. Yeah, that's something you gotta watch out for sure. Return target, it's to its owner's hand. Okay, so they can, like, return their snap with that. Iteration, sweet. Okay, let's go get another Watery Grave. Trying on the Loch, doing some good work there. But we're at 6 life, so we gotta watch out. Are they thinking Murktide here? Yup. Oh, only a 6/6. Alright, we already know that this is their card in hand, so Inquisition isn't doing us any favors. I guess we swing in and put Jegantha to hand. Oh, we're dead. I just realized. We're just totally dead. They block one shadow. There's nothing we can do. We die. We needed a removal spell. Good game, though. Not really a big fan of Drowning the Loch if they're going to be using Murktide. Really thought I had that one. Alright, let's go. Sure. We have a turn 2 Leisure Shredder with Connive. I'm into it. I think we take the Iteration. Targeting themselves. So they're going to play Steam Vents, which means they want the top card. Oh, and Engineered Explosives on 1. Okay. So they're setting up the dash. Let's get rid of the Darcy. And I guess we might as well Bauble now. Spire Bluff. Oh, they're targeting themselves again with the Bauble. There's the Scalding Tarn. And they let me connive. How kind. They got 2 lands in hand. And we got our own Ragavan. Okay. So I'm thinking Unholy Heat, the Ragavan, dash our Ragavan. Oh, should not have hit 2 there. Might have something here I want to do. Like play this Consider. Do I want a Kroxa? Sure. I'll take a Kroxa. Maybe I shouldn't have. I've got basically all 2-drops in hand with 3 lands. Oh wow, they have the Unholy Heat to kill my Shredder right on time. Alright, pretty happy about that Kroxa now. So they played Spire Bluff. I think we're going to start with Iteration and then try and cast Kroxa. Okay. Iteration to hand. Bottom, exile. Discards Island. That's the last card I knew. Oh, no. Misclick. Okay. Alright, I did it in time. Yeah, let's cast this Mishra's Bauble. Oh, they have an expressive iteration of their own on top. And my Mishra's Bauble draws Mishra's Bauble. Looks like I'm going to be able to dash Ragavan again. But we'll probably start with Expressive Iteration. Okay. Looks good. Maybe we just cast Kroxa. Let's see what they have on top. Maybe I really want to get it. Okay, see, so we know they have land on top. Ragavan's not going to be that great. Okay, we already know what their top card is. So let's pass. We'll Mishra's Bauble during their turn. So they have Lightning Bolt on top. So we have double black and double red, so we just need almost any land here. Go black, black, red, red. Okay. Still managed to keep 4 card types in the graveyard. Sweet. Yeah, engineered explosives on 1 is pretty scary, but we managed to find our 2-drop threats. I was pretty lucky. Kind of risky, but I'm going to keep it. Okay, that's Ragavan on their side. I think we'll just keep up Unholy Heat. I think I'm actually going to Mishra's Bauble myself, see if there's a land on top. No land on top. So let's go get Blood Crypt. And we'll pass to their turn. Oh, they have counter magic. I think I'm still going to wait until their combat step so they can't dash Ragavan here. Yep. I called it. Oh, no 1-drop, please? Okay. And they pull a non-land off the top of our deck. Thank you. And we draw land. Yeah! Not exactly the land I wanted, but definitely happy to see it. I guess we get rid of Iteration. And we'll get them to use a removal spell on our Ragavan. Alright, so what are they stealing off the top of our deck? Oh, Ledger Shredder. That's such a good card. We don't have any removal. Kind of awkward. I don't want to let them connive. And, you know, even if I played like 2 Darcys, they'll just play Engineered Explosives. At least they're screwed on mana. And their Engineered Explosives isn't looking too hot when they've got 2 1-drops. Would have cost me a lot of life to put Jegantha into my hand that turn. I mean, you got to attack. I'll trade. I don't want to just lose all my stuff to your engineered explosives, so feel like blocking there is good. Kroxa. Alright, they discard the engineered explosives. But yeah, with the Ledger Shredder over here, I just want a one spell every turn. I wish I had some spells I could cast during their turn, or, you know, just remove this. But if Ragavan is hitting spells here, I'm in trouble. Okay, missed. Good. No, that's so good for them. The timing. We just got Kroxa. I mean, like, crack Relic, right? There's no way you're going to let me go to main step. I don't know why you didn't just do that on your main step. I guess you didn't want the me to have a fetch land in the graveyard, maybe? That's a problem. Is this finally their time to connive? Looks like it. And it looks like we're dead. Ragavan taking our Ledger Shredder really won them the game there. I mean, I guess we're not technically dead. Just mostly dead. Do we let them connive? I don't think we want them to. I think that's too risky. Give them a better card. And then they have a 2-turn clock in the air. I should have put Jegantha into hand. Oh my god, seriously? They just took my shadow? Okay, GG. I knew I was going to miss the Jegantha at some point today, but doesn't matter. Opponent had the Archmage Charm to steal our Death Shadow, and now they just have lethal, and we have no answers. GG. Good enough. Kind of like turn 1 Ragavan, and then we can potentially, like, turn 2 Iteration. Oh, wow. You bought a playset for $1 each? That's crazy. These things are going to be a hot commodity. Fatal Push? That's too bad. Look at all of you super smart spenders. That's a pretty good jump. You buy them for $1 each, now they're 20. Oh my god, that's so bad. Just take everything away from us, opponent. I don't need any of that. Just gonna draw all the cards I need off the top. I want to take a land out of the deck here. Not the card I wanted to see. I guess we'll just put Jegantha to hand. We have creature, sorcery, land. I could Unholy Heat Darcy and attack with a 3/3. I don't think that's the way. We got drawn on the Loch, so whatever they cast on their turn 4, we're going to counter. Snapcaster Mage. Oh, they have Sophie. Alright, how about this 5/5? Do you have an answer for this too? No, not yet. I guess we might as well start with a Thoughtseize. Okay. Guess we'll just take Kaldra. That would be a problem if that resolved. And we know they have Island Fatal Push. Okay, so now we know they have Island Fatal Push. Well, Ledger Shredder does get killed by their Fatal Push. So maybe I don't play it this turn. There's the island we knew about. Yeah, it looks like exactly that. Esper Stoneblade. Murktide. That card's a jerk. Okay, so at least we can kill the Murktide with the Unholy Heat. And I can also get a Connive going while I'm at it. Maybe Connive away this land. Oh no, they actually drew a thing? No. Man. Now we gotta Fatal Push our own Shadow? Let's do it now. Before they draw any counter magic. What a game! Yep. Let's shred some ledgers. Okay. Top deck war. Let's go Kroxa. Kroxa on top. Oh, Ragavan's pretty good. Yeah, Shauna, but that's only if anybody knows about it. Right? Right. Oh, no. Teaching social sciences to 10-year-old kids. Played at the Tarian state as a role-playing game. Yeah. Yeah, it's really scary how quickly people take to that. Really scary. Here it comes. Try and kill it. Okay. Flooded. Wow. Yeah, I think I haven't seen the movie, but I think I've heard of that experiment. Oh, opponent is drawing gas. We are drawing lands. Shouldn't have put so many lands in our deck, I guess. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. That's not too bad. A little bit above average, but not too bad. Problem is, opponent now has a clock, plus the Jace is finding them cards every turn. Well, that's a sign of weakness. Now the real test. Are they going to minus the Jace? Nope. They have Vindicate. And we don't have anything, so... It's alright. The opponent will mill out before we do. Come on, Kroxa. They go and get Batterskull. Thanks for the follow, friend. Alright. That was some bad luck. That's okay. We can win 2 in a row here. It's gonna happen. You play enough Magic, you're gonna have some real bad rips. Looks good to me. Leyline of the Void. You know, I was expecting something... Yeah, no, I was actually kind of expecting something like that. Yep. Alright, yeah, pay the life. Ragavan go. No way. Do you have the Fatal Push? Nope. No push. Alright. Crashing in with Ragavan. Gonna get a turn 3 Tourach out. Ooh, we even get to hold up Drown in the Loch? Nice. Alright, let's see what's on top. Something good? Archmage Charm. Now, we don't have the colors for it, so we just get to take it from them, so they can't have it. Speaking of taking things from the opponent... Oh, look at all that stuff. Look at all those toys. Now, Path and Prismatic don't do anything to Tourach. Also, opponent just doesn't have any access to any white mana. I think I just take Ashiok. Yeah, I guess that's it. Alright, one time, no counterspell. Inquisition. I mean, yeah, we can go Tourach into Inquisition. Kind of heading them towards Murktide here. Just gotta really hope that Murktide is the card discarded, I guess. Come on, discard Murktide. Yeah! Got him! And I guess we'll get rid of Prismatic Ending as well. Okay. Your move. So they have Path and Batterskull. Go get a Swamp. Okay, now we can just hold up Drown in the Loch. Yeah, I think I would rather hold up Drown rather than put Jegantha to hand. Now the Path is gone. Pretty lucky, though, for the Tourach to hit the Murktide Regent. That was exactly what we needed to happen. Do we just dress down? Alright. Drowning the Loch was the right play. Gets the concession there. I should be playing these for the, Yeah, exactly, Dinosaur. I kind of figured, like, Dress Down, or sorry, Drown in the Loch might get the concession immediately since they would go to 1. Whereas Dress Down, they might consider continuing to play since they have a blocker. They get another draw. Nope, not keeping this one. Opponent is also on the mulligan. Oh my god, is this the same hand? Opponent mulliganing to 5 at least. We both mulligan to 5. Alright, keeping Ragavan and Leisure Shredder. Keeping Scalding Tarn and Steam Vents. I think I'll keep the Drown in the Loch. Stoneforge Mystic. And us without an answer. Damn it! They just get to go Cauldron on turn 3. This is my fault. Yeah, Unholy Heat would have been real good. I mean, we get the combat. We get to attack in, so let's try that first. Can kill the Germ? The Germ has Indestructible, doesn't it? Alright, let's hope for removal from the top of their library. What do you say? Ashiok. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. A little bit late on that. Need something. We just don't have anything. Yep. You did it, opponent. I was thinking Drown in the Loch would be good. Not so much. We're already at 10. Batterskull. Nope. Maybe, you know, if we had found Archmage Charm, we could have stolen the germ. But we don't have enough mana for Batterskull anyway. I mean, they're going to have Stoneforge Mystic to block next turn, so Ragavan's not hitting again. Uh, Keepable. Sad Bruce Lee, last seen a month ago on Elementals. Ragavan? Alright, I guess we might as well bauble ourselves, because we have the choice between playing a fetch land or a shock land. There isn't too much difference. Drown in the Loch on top. We already got one. It's Polluted Delta. Go get a Blood Crypt. Pass back. Another shadow. Alright, well, we should be able to get our shadows out fairly soon. The question is, do we want a Kroxa? I expect so. Drown in the Loch isn't really going to do very much. Might as well Kroxa. What? Okay, opponent's playing something spicy. If your life total is less than your starting life total, this spell costs X less, where X is the difference. Oh, they're playing Calibrated Blast. Okay, okay. Yep. So we could just be dead here. Yep, we're just dead. Calibrated Blast versus Death Shadow. It just takes one. Alright, let's bring in our counter magic. Gonna want to keep all those. Do we just take the removal out? I'm not too familiar with Calibrated Blast. It's like a Cascade deck, right? So we're probably going to want some removal. Yeah, Fatal Push is out. But what about the Unholy Heats? I'm going to keep the Drowns. Could potentially bring in Tourach if we're looking to put some stuff in there. Only creature they play a Scion of Draco. Okay. Okay, how about this? So dress down, we can just like dress down and get our shadows to kill the opponent quickly. So like there is some value to this. It's also a cantrip. Tourach is okay, you know, like we can get them to discard 2 cards from their hand, so maybe they're not doing too much. And then the counter spells are pretty obvious what they're there for. Could potentially play Soul Guide Lantern as a cantrip instead of the Tourach. Kind of like the idea of him to Touraching them, though. I guess we'll keep this. We have Flusterstorm, and Drown in the Loch will eventually be good. Oh, they can flash back the blast. Okay. There's still a lot I have to learn then. Like I was saying, I don't know too much about the opponent's deck, but that's right. I do remember, I think one of their Cascade spells has Retrace. So that's a thing as well. All right, so we're going to want to start with... I guess we'll just play Scalding Tarn. Yeah. Check our top card, Kroxa. I kind of like Kroxa next turn. I don't think they can do their thing on turn 2. Let's draw the Kroxa. Huh. Okay. That's actually pretty good against Drown in the Loch. Okay, so they do decide to put it into the graveyard. Desert, interesting. Yeah, I've never seen this one before either. It is pretty cool idea, though, for sure. Save your Calibrated Blast. Seems good. Calibrated Blast, is that an instant or a sorcery? Instant, okay. Nice. Oh, Deflecting Palm is one of my favorite cards. That's pretty cool. Okay, there's Scion. Drown in the Loch not looking very good against Scion. They're going to kill us with a 4/4. Do we have anything in the deck that even kills that? I think we're actually dead here. Just didn't really have a lot of choices. Because now they can just flash this back on their turn. And that should be GG. Uh, could I draw that card somehow? Please let me just draw that. Doesn't work like that. That's alright. Who watches leagues till the end anyways? I'll put this up on YouTube. People will just watch the first 2 matches and they'll think I'm good at Magic. This would be a good time for Deflecting Palm. Not gonna work that way, though. Just flashback Calibrated Blast, and see, like, even if I had kept Drown in the Loch up, I still would not have been able to counter the Calibrated Blast. There you go. GG. Alright, well, we get half of our play points back. So, ooh, lost 150 play points today. Ouch. So this is the deck that I was playing today. Found a list off of MTG Goldfish. I was specifically looking for something playing Shadow and Ledger Shredder. And Ledger Shredder's just great. This is my first league playing this card, and I can already see why people are so hyped about the Bird Advisor. Seems like the real deal. So definitely excited to play with this card a little bit more. As to the performance of the deck overall, wasn't very happy with it. If you're watching on YouTube, you've seen the second league. The first league I played, I actually went 0-3. So, record, definitely not the best. But, you know, small sample size, matchup dependent, blah, blah, blah. So we're not going to take too much value from that. What we are going to say is that the individual card quality in this deck is extraordinarily high. All the cards are doing really, really powerful things. So when you're in a top deck war, you should generally be able to find your way out of it. Didn't work out too well against Esper, but that's okay. All in all, I would definitely say that this deck is still strong, still has a place in the meta. And I'm interested to see where else people go with Ledger Shredder. Very excited to play with this card some more.